Hi everyone. I wanted to make a little short video, a talk video, a how I feel video about things. And if you like this kind of thing, let me know. If not, I probably won't do it again. The reason I want to make this is there's quite a few different reasons, but one question that I've had was about the whole foods diet. I know I'm saying it's whole foods or plant-based, and actually to me those two are somewhat different, and vegan would be a third difference. Vegan obviously is not consuming any animal products or byproducts, which would include even things such as just sugar, which majority of it is filtered through bone char, which is animal bones that are charred or burned to charcoal. I definitely want to stay vegan because I know that in my mind it's the right thing to do. And as far as plant-based versus whole foods, in my eye and from what I've seen, whole food is consuming the product in the state that it was grown. So that would be like eating broccoli that's been cooked or raw, or cauliflower or lettuce or whatever that may be. The same with fruit. Not altering it in any way other than possibly cooking it. That would be about the only difference. Obviously you can mix them together, but eating it in that form is considered whole food, which I believe also not adding any oil or anything like that falls into the whole food category. Plant-based is right there, pretty much the same, but I think that there's a difference as to, can it be processed? Well, okay, like the cereal that I purchased, the wheat squares, those only have whole grain wheat in them, yet it's processed, but there's no other additive or anything in there. So to me, that's a plant-based food. Granted, the vegan cheese that I purchased, that's not what I would consider plant-based, it's considered vegan, but I'm still transitioning over to the plant-based way of eating, and it's not that it's hard, but it's those creature comforts that are hard to give up, and I'm sure you would understand that, or I would think you would understand that. So I am slowly trying to get away from that. Yes, I did purchase some, and will I use a lot of it right away? No. I may even end up not using it by the expiration dates. I don't know. But to have it is something that I guess in my mind I want to keep in there. I've been watching things like Dr. Estelson, or people I should say, and Dr. Campbell, and their plant-based nutrition, which is, yes, you can have like maple syrup, I believe they say, yes, tofu, things like that, which, okay, to me tofu is processed, but it's still a whole food or a plant-based food, depending on how you look at it. I think everyone looks at it a little bit different. They all have their ways of looking at it. I'm just trying to eat healthy again. I'm trying to eliminate oils. I'm trying to eliminate majority, if not all, my sugars, and cutting way back on salt and eliminating salt where I can. I bought 4 different salt-free flavorings like Mrs. Dash type thing to use, and they're good, but some things just, to me, need salt still. I eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit. I can eat probably a pound and a half of mixed cauliflower and broccoli, that type of thing with some hummus, which hummus is, to me, a whole food. It's a plant-based food because I don't add any oil to it, and it's simply things that are grown in nature combined, cooked and combined. So to me, there's a slight variation between plant-based and whole food, and then there's a wide gap between those two and veganism. But if you do whole food and you do plant-based or both, then you can only be vegan. So that's where I'm trying to get to, is the plant-based, and I'm just still transitioning to it. And I'll be honest, whenever I started this, I was on keto for over 7 months. And basically toward the end of December, beginning of, let's say January 1st or so, that's when I really switched over to this plant-based way of eating. I got rid of everything I had left. I had Kerrygold butter, another pound of butter, I had cream cheese, I had all sorts of meats and things that I gave away because I was committed to this way of eating. But I knew in my heart that I would probably, number one, it's going to shock my system. I'm going from basically no carbs to carb overload. And my weight shot up. I shot up to 341, which is 13 pounds over my lowest when I was on keto. But the reason I did this is because that last month and a half, almost 2 months of keto, I was sick. I was at the doctor. I was on antibiotics for 19 days. Yeah, 20 days. I was sick. And I can honestly say, since stopping that and switching over, I haven't been feeling bad at all. I've been feeling really good. I have a lot of energy. Here I am making videos which I couldn't do or didn't do whenever I was on keto. So I'm not saying keto's bad. Keto's a great way to lose weight, but for me it wasn't sustainable. I couldn't see doing it any longer. But back to my weight. I shot up 13 pounds, and I knew I would. I didn't weigh myself during that period because I knew that if I did and I posted it, people would say, see, the way you're eating is wrong, you have to eat keto, and that's the way it is. And you're going to not be able to lose weight eating the way you are. But I knew in my heart of hearts that I would lose weight. It just was going to take time. So that's why I persevered and stuck with it. And I waited until I believe I posted one where I was 3 pounds over my weight, or 4 pounds from my previous weigh-in on keto. And then if you watch my last video, you'll see that I'm now down below where I was. It just took time for my body to adjust to all the carbs and the way I'm eating now. I don't mind not eating without all the oil and things like that. It doesn't bother me. I really enjoy this. I'm experiencing vegetables and fruit like I never have before. I can remember the first banana I had after coming off of keto was like the most amazing thing I've ever tasted. It was so good. And now it's like I go to the store, I buy peaches and strawberries and blueberries and apples and pears and all that good stuff. Vegetables, I've been trying different things. Turnips, I haven't had those in forever. So I'm glad that I'm eating the way I am. I'm enjoying it. It's simple to stick with. Yes, I bought the organic spaghetti sauce. I'll make my own eventually. But this is for right now, with the way that my life's been going and being busy. I chose to do that, and it does have some oil in it, but it's very little. I look at the percent of fat to calories, excuse me, and I try to keep that percent of fat to calories at 5% or 3% or below if I can. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was, I know that some of you came over from LifebyJen, or her new name, which is her name, Jennifer Gwen. I'm not sure what her last name is, to be honest with you. And I've been a strong supporter of Jen's for well over a year, when she was on all the other diets, when she said she was dieting and wasn't dieting, and was really happy when she jumped on keto, and wanted to help her as much as I could. The thing is, her last video, let me back up, and I'm happy that she has someone now that is there for her, and I think Gene is probably a good thing for her. But this last video really got me disheartened, because when she said that she wasn't able to eat keto because she was sick, Gene was taking care of her, Gene was doing her cooking and whatnot, I thought to myself, how can you not stick with keto, or at least try to stick with keto? Gene, I'm sure, knows how to cook eggs, or how to fry a hamburger, or to make a salad, or something like that. He should know how to make a chaffle. She says that they make them every day, or she had some in the freezer. It just seems like an excuse not to try to help herself. And like I said, I believe in keto. I really do. And I know if she was true to it and stuck to it, she would lose weight like she did last year. But I have this feeling that she just doesn't care anymore, doesn't really want to lose the weight that she says she does. I don't know if, I'm not saying Gene's a bad influence on her, but maybe Gene is one of those men that like bigger women and would rather have her bigger than not. I don't want to think that, but if that's the case, then I don't think they should be together. For her health, I don't want to see her die because love got in the way. Have more years to live and love. Don't cut your life short. So I wanted to say that it bothers me that she, I don't want to say plays us, but tells us that she's staunch on this keto diet, and she's putting $1 for every pound she loses in a cookie jar and a marble in her bowl. And that lasted all of, 4 weeks, maybe? And that's it. And now it's over with, it seems. She always says she's getting on track, she's getting on track, she's getting on track, and gets on track, and then within a month or so, it's over with. So I don't know how any of you feel about it. That's my feeling on it now, and I'm still going to stick with her, and I'm still going to wish her nothing but the best. I really want to see her succeed, but maybe you have insight to it that I don't. I'd like to hear what your view is on that, or your views on whole food versus plant-based versus vegan. If you took the time to watch this, I appreciate it. It's just something I wanted to try to clear up. I wanted to get out there, and let me know if you enjoyed something like this. If not, I won't do it again. Maybe I will, I don't know, just for myself. But just let me know what you think, and I will see you soon with, the other thing, let me know also if you would like to see what I eat in a day or what I eat in a week or something like that. I don't mind doing that. It's pretty simple. I have done some that I recorded. I just could put them together to show you the types of food I eat. Not necessarily all in one day or in 1 week, but just snippets of different things that I've made or do or eat. So just let me know on that also. But I won't keep you any longer. Thank you so much, and God bless, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.